Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Rice Owls, taking on last year's national champions, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. On the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to happen.
There he goes. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the ground, he's got it again. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Runs through a tackle. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a step back, talk big picture, Coastal Carolina. They jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ncaa26 will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Rice.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Perkins. Across the 25. He's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Rice rushes to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown Owls! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This time they'll go to the running game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
He's got 2. He's got 2. Here we go.
They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
Base 27 jump. Base.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Coastal!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Anger. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Toss sweep right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Perkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Made a defender miss. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Touchdown, Owls! And they turn it into a defensive score. Mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket, and that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, at the 20, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Owls. Look, a lot of time left. there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Coastal Carolina, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
24, Coastal Carolina, 7.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense,
He's got it down the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Chanticleer is headed quickly to the line.
Another Chanticleer. Music note. Music note.
Wants to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14.
Rice, 24, Coastal Carolina, 14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Grab behind the line. It's Perkins. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Owls are on the move. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The RPO, it's complete. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO fires complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth goal. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Sets up the screen, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense was onto something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Set.
Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Breaks the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try to get outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The inside handoff. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards. Oh, they block it. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Chanticleer's in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now
he lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got it, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He makes the grab, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The shot that clears have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better.
There he goes. The 40, the 20, the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rice. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Ncaa26 will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Just keep slinging it. He'll take a shot. Give him 6. Touchdown, Coastal.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. When you start evaluating who can actually win a championship, you look for performances like this. Beating a team that's higher ranked and doing it with a passing game that has been virtually unstoppable.
You're absolutely right, Reese. If you're going to beat the best teams in the country, you better be able to throw the football. This quarterback was licking his chops for this opportunity on a national stage, David, to prove, even though his team was ranked lower, they were by far the better team.
Oh, and that's the big point to me. Like, on the national stage, everybody watching, this is one of those games that makes a statement. The playoff committee, they're looking at, this has big ramifications for your rankings down the road. A big prove-it week, middle of the season.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, sack.
They'll try the right side.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
With jet sweep pass. Got enough space. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Right on the money. Inside the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.